In today's video, I'm sharing 8 planner strategies to help make 2024 your best year yet. Hello everyone, Jennifer here, and welcome back to the Daily Connoisseur and Happy New Year. I'm so happy to be back with you this year. I love starting my years with planner videos because planning is a key part of my life. It is one of the reasons why I feel like a successful person is because I keep myself on track with my planner. So today I'm going to give you 8 strategies that are going to help you use your planner every day to create your best year yet. Before we begin, my planner recommendations. My 2 favorites are the Day Designer and Planned and Proper. They are beautifully designed, high quality. You can't go wrong with either one. I would recommend looking at the layouts and seeing which one works better for your schedule. I will leave both of them down below along with my discount codes. Also, my friend Nikki Moreno has created a life book that is similar to a planner. So I will leave her life book down below and you can check that out too. Let's begin with tip number 1. This is so fun. I do it every year, and that is to select a word of the year. Even if you think it's silly, I want you to do it this year because when you select a word for the year, you write it down in your planner, like on page 1 or 2, and you put that in the forefront of your mind. It can affect your year for the better and move it in the right direction. Last year, my word was wonder, and even though I had a challenging year, I did find wonder almost every day of last year in some unusual way. And this year, my word of the year is effortless. Yes, my word of the year is effortless. Why did I choose it? Because that's what I'm looking for in 2024. I realized in my journaling when I was trying to come up with my word of the year that I have limiting beliefs that things need to be hard and difficult in order for me to achieve them. So I thought, you know what, 2024, I'm going to abolish that idea and things are going to be effortless for me. So that's my word of the year, and I would love to know what yours is. If you need help selecting a word of the year, I recommend just thinking about what you want this year and going from there. Journal about it, pray, meditate, come up with your word and let it infuse everything that you do this year. Tip number 2 is to map out your goals for the year. Don't skip this part. A lot of people think that this is cliche to write down your goals. Yes, I know, everybody tells you to do it, but I really want you to do it. And also, I don't want you to limit yourself with your goals. I want you to dream big. And if you have a big goal, I want you to write it down, even if it seems like it's impossible or you'd be embarrassed if somebody found it. That's okay. Just write it down. And by doing this, you really give gravity to it. You take it seriously. I always write down my goals. I have an entire journal for my goals and I frequently meet them. And I do believe it's because I take them seriously. By writing them down, you are admitting, like a small part of you is admitting that it could happen. And I love that. No one needs to see this. Don't keep it small. In fact, I recommend that you write down your biggest goals and do this in your planner so that you have them and you can frequently refer to them throughout the year. Tip number 3 is to take time to map out important events during the year. So you might already have these stored digitally on your phone or your computer, but I do recommend taking the really big ones like birthdays or family vacations you know you're going to go on, school events, things like that you already know about for this year. And just take a little bit of time, maybe a half hour to an hour or so, to map out the whole year and actually write it down in your planner. I like to do this because I do consult my planner every single day. And even though I might have a birthday reminder on my phone, it helps as well when I'm reviewing the week ahead to see it on paper. And I just appreciate that part of it. It helps to keep me organized. Tip number 4 is to leave treats for yourself. So while you're at it and you're already in your planner writing down the important events of the year, I also want you to leave treats for yourself in your planner. And that means to write little notes for your future self. Or you could write quotes, scripture verses, you could write affirmations, you could draw little pictures if you're an artist. Leave them at random, and just believe me when I say that when you get to these pages later on in the year, you are going to be so happy that you did this because it just brings a smile to your face. It's unexpected. And sometimes you'll see little synchronicities with what you wrote as well. You can write generic things like, today is going to be an amazing day. Or you can write specific affirmations like, I am healthy, joyful, and successful. Whatever would speak to you personally. Another idea is to give your future self fun tasks, like tell yourself, don't forget to enjoy a cup of tea today, or you could challenge yourself to go outside in nature for 5 minutes. Little treats like that will motivate you to use your planner on a daily basis. Tip number 5 is to decorate your planner if you want to. Some people are very artistic and they like to really decorate. They decorate every page. Sometimes I like watching those videos on YouTube even though I don't do it myself because it's so relaxing. I do like to decorate my planner, but it's a bit more sparse. So usually while I'm at it, while I'm going through the whole year, I'm leaving treats for myself. I'm also decorating at random too. If I happen to have some Christmas stickers, for example, I'll put them in the December section. Or if I have a beautiful butterfly washi tape, I'll put that in some of the spring pages. So I don't decorate every page, but I do leave those throughout my planner as well, like future treat. You can go as far with this as you want or not do it at all. If you are a visual creature like I am, I like things to be pretty, then decorating your planner might be something that will keep you on track with using it every single day. And one final note on that, you do not have to do the whole year in advance. Some people like to sit down at the beginning of a month and decorate the planner for that month. And you could do that as well. It's really whatever works for you. Tip number 6 is to employ and embrace the to-do list. So I use a to-do list in my planner every day. At the end of my working day, I'll make sure everything's crossed off that I did, and I'll move anything that didn't get done to the next day. That's also the time that I ask myself, okay, what else do I need to accomplish tomorrow? And I will write that all down. I am not efficient without doing this. In fact, I don't know how I got through so many years of my life without doing this, because I've only been doing this for the past, handful of years or so, like 5 years. Before that, I don't even know how I did anything. So now I completely rely on my to-do list in my planner, and it just helps me feel a sense of calm, also control, like I know what I need to do, and I can allot the time for it. Now, you might have different categories that your to-do lists need to go in. So you might have different planners. You might have a work planner, you might have a school planner, you might have a homemaking personal planner, and that's fine too. You must work out the system that works for you, but I'm telling you, if you don't already use a to-do list, it's going to help you take your productivity to the next level in a very calming way. Tip number 7 is to employ time blocking. So now you have your to-do list, and I do also recommend that you either get really specific or at least vaguely know what time you are going to accomplish every one of these things. And knowing that, when I write my to-do list, I generally write my items in the order that I'm going to accomplish them in. So some people will just have it in their heads. They know, like, let's say you're doing laundry on Tuesday. You already know in your head it's going to be about from 10 to 11. Then you can keep it in your head, but sometimes if you're new with time blocking, it helps to actually write that down. It holds you accountable for the task at hand. So here's an example. I've shared that I am writer in residence for Victoria Magazine for 2024, and that required me to write a series of essays on a deadline. So I had to be very organized with this as far as time blocking goes. So for example, I might write in my planner, write my Victoria essay from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Now, obviously I'm not writing the whole essay in that hour, but I've devoted that hour to writing it. So when I see that time blocked in my planner, I know that that's what I'm going to be doing during that time. And I set myself up for that. I'm not double-minded, like thinking, oh, I also have to kind of be doing laundry while I'm doing this. No, I'm completely focused on the task. When 11 a.m. comes, I stop what I'm doing, even if I could keep going, because that holds me accountable for the other things on my to-do list. And if I still have a few more hours to work on the essay that I need, I can schedule that throughout the week. When you employ time blocking, you're able to focus on the task at hand. You're able to give full quality attention to it, and you are able to end it and transition into your other tasks. And it just helps you be well-rounded in what you get done throughout the day. Tip number 8 is to get in the habit of using your planner every day and every night. And I know I briefly touched on this in an earlier tip, but keep it handy, keep it in a place where you're going to see it every single day, and get into the habit of consulting it a few times a day. So I love checking off my to-do list items. It's a very satisfying motion for me. And I also love in the evening looking over it once more, before I retire for the night, making sure that the next day is ready and sorted out. It's like cleaning your kitchen at night or resetting it for breakfast the next day. It's a very satisfying feeling. And when you wake up for breakfast, it's like walking into a clean kitchen where everything's set up and you set yourself up right for the day. It's the same thing with your planner. If you go through it at night, you write down the next day's tasks, you're ready. You are setting yourself up for success the next day. So get into that habit of consulting it at least in the morning and in the evening. You're probably going to want to consult it in the afternoon to see how much you've gotten done on your list. So I do look at mine about 3 times a day. And that's why it does matter that you have a planner that you love, that speaks to you, and that you can take with you. Now these planners are rather big and heavy, and sometimes I'm out all day. So when that happens, I will take a picture of my to-do list for that day and have it on my phone so that I can consult it. There you have my 8 tips that you can employ when using your planner this year. This is going to help you have your best year yet. I am wishing you all a wonderful 2024. I can't wait to share the videos that we have on the channel with you. I'm so excited to go into this new effortless year together with you. Keep calm and remain classy, everyone, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.